I think they're finally used to it in our place.
Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Thank you very much. Scared the crap out of me.
All right, well, let's get to work. So welcome to Fight Choreography 101. I'm going to go ahead and give you, want to go first?
What?
I'm going to give you the shorter one because it's going to be easier to handle. So the key to a good choreographed scene is safety and camera angles. That's all there is to it. I mean, you've seen plenty of sword fighting. So in a normal sword fight, I'm going to want to be here. Go ahead and move your sword down so I can cut. Or here, or I can, you know. But in a choreographed sword fight, it's all about measure. I want to be here, so that if I swing and miss, you're safe. Especially with the orcs. The orcs are going to be doing a lot of this. I built those swords that way for a reason. Number one, they look like the ones in Lord of the Rings, but number two, there's no thrusting. So you don't have to worry about people losing eyes or breaking their nose or whatever. So
Can you
yeah,
that's
probably a good idea.
I can see too well, this is a problem.
But this is where I want to be. For all the fighting, we're just going to be like this. Now the key to that is going to be the camera angle. Like from where the camera's at right now, go ahead and step this way a little bit so we're in the camera a little more. This doesn't look good on camera, so go ahead and bring your sword up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks really lame. But if we change it to a 3/4 angle, it actually looks like we're in range of each other because the camera has no depth perception. So 90% of the fight choreography that I'm going to film is going to be from 3/4. So we're actually safe, but it looks good. So that's key number 1. Key number 2 is, go ahead and move your sword up real quick. We're going to move back this way so the camera can see what we're doing. We don't want a whole lot of Moulinet shots because that doesn't look good on camera. Even though this is how you normally throw a shot in sword fighting, what we want is this.
We want like motion in our
Yes,
bodies.
because it needs to look dramatic.
Yeah.
This is static. This doesn't look good
Yeah.
on camera. So we want to be, we want you using your shoulders and your hips, be like, ugh. Also, when you're striking, I'm striking you, but I'm keeping my wrist limp. So if it does hit you, you're not really getting hurt that much. These swords are just fantastic for this sort of thing. I should have bought these from the last film, honestly. So at this point, this looks kind of lame. This, and see how I'm keeping my wrist limp so that it's just kind of bouncing off of your sword. Rotate your hips more. And your shoulder. There you go. There you go.
Taking notes, Nick?
So now you whack on me for a minute.
Okay.
See, that's another thing we need to worry about is fatigue.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing multiple takes of this sort of thing, which is another reason that we like these. And I'm a little bit worried about Robert's shield because 3 takes. And then what?
Yeah, that is heavy.
Yeah.
It's super heavy.
So go ahead and hit mine, and I want to see this from you.
And let me get a couple like practice, just like that. But
Make like a figure 8 with it. This is going to be the bread and butter for our orcs.
Mom, you're not seducing anyone.
I could do both.
You're trying to hurt somebody, not seduce them.
Huh?
You're trying to hurt people, not seduce them.
Would not both be effective?
If Kyle won't let me, then.
If she can seduce somebody as an orc, then just props to her.
But if Kyle won't let me seduce the big bad while I'm shooting him, then you can't either.
Kyle's not the man here.
So downward strikes. You're doing upward strikes like this, downward strikes. This is what we want from our orcs. 90% of the attacks are just going to be this. I want to keep it nice and simple for our orcs so that the fight choreography goes a little better. If we start getting too fancy, especially with multiple attackers, so just go ahead and hit the...
Is that doing good?
Yep, but then the other side too. One here, one here.
One here.
But don't come back. Make it one movement.
Okay, one movement. And that figure eight,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. See, that's already looking better. Hold that real quick. This way. This way. There you go. One fluid motion. Yes, that.
Tap dance while you're at it.
Alright.
Good. There you go. Okay, and from that, our heroes are going to do a little bit more advanced stuff. We'll go ahead and come back in. Okay, so we can go 1, 2, and then I'm going to strike here. You're going to come down this way. 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2.
Oh.
See that I missed? I didn't hit you. That's what we want. 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
Okay.
and then back up this way for 4.
Okay. Oh, scoop.
1, 2, 3. There. Okay? Now from this angle, I think we're at a camera angle shot again.
Do you want me to just get over there and make sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be great. Just let us know if we're getting that far.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now from that angle, that looks pretty lame. We step here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That actually looks like a decent sword fight. And then we change the camera angle because from that angle, obviously it's too far away. If this was a real fight, I'd want to be like right over my shoulder to showcase what Stephanie is doing. But this tells a story. It showcases Stephanie. From this angle, go ahead and stand over there. Okay? Now I am the star of this shot. And even though I am out of range of her, the camera can't tell. And that's what we want. So not only are we completely safe with this sword fight, but it looks good on camera at the same time, which is why we're going to be shooting 90% of the shots in the 3/4 angle. Okay, Phoenix, now it's your turn.
Yippee! Oh, you'd like that.
Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, I want you to throw the figure 8 shot. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's about how much intensity I want you to hit the other sword with. But we also we're going to need to do that quite a bit faster to make it look good. Now, I can speed it up in post, but if you start getting shifty with your feet and stuff, then it looks like you kind of got happy feet. The sword's moving around. So you can only speed it up so much in in post-production to make it look good. You usually go either 1.2 or 1.3 to make it look good.
Oh, I inhaled too fast.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do that about 75% faster? Okay, here we go. There, just like that.
Good.
And that's exactly what we want. And then if I miss, you're completely safe. But the camera won't know that, which is what we
I
want.
don't
So
this would hurt me anyways.
probably not, but that's another good reason that I'm using these.
If someone's getting into it good enough, though, you'd probably get a little bit of a bruise if someone really whacked you hard with it.
Yeah. Or a good slap on the face. A little bit.
Yeah, I don't think that's even going to leave a bruise.
Nice.
So that's why we're using these.
Unless they're going
Production.
absurdly hard.
Now, I would love to get 10 orc swords like this too, but these are still, $100 a piece. So only our main characters are going to have them because I can't afford that for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's why the orc swords don't have a tip on them. We're just going to be doing this with the orc sword. So they can strike here, up, but they can't go this way. So that's going to keep people safe. The worst thing that's going to happen is you might take a shot on the arm, maybe the fingers, or something like that. But if you're going half speed, you can't hit the other person anywhere that's really going to cause damage. So that's what we're after. And then, okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster.
Hey, now.
And that's a real fight right there. That's the speed that we want. And then I have this sword, so I can thrust you, and you deflect this way. Here's the thrust there, and then come strike me here. And then there's my response. Your response will be here. And then follow with the Moulinet shot. And then we retreat. And then it looks awesome.
And then it looks awesome. That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
And then it looks awesome.
Okay, so generally I only want to do 5 exchanges and then I cut the camera. That way we don't have to memorize a million gazillion shots because we're not going to have time to do that during production.
Yeah.
So 3 to 5 shots is what I want per camera angle, and then I'm just going to say cut, and then we'll either film the same thing from another angle or we'll do something different. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I come in this way, you deflect, follow with the Moulinet shot, deflect this way,
Oh,
that way,
that makes more sense.
and then this, and then you follow with another Moulinet, and then we retreat. And that's all choreography is. You come up with one move, then another move, then another move, and then you string them together to make them look good, and then you film that from various angles to make it look good on camera. That's all it is. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the thrust, followed by the Moulinet. Oh, other side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thrust. Strike here. I strike there. Block here. Follow that with another Moulinet, and then we retreat. That's
Sorry
a
about
lot.
the bad memory.
That's a lot of moves.
Well, he's
These
going to be
are-
sharing this so that we'll be there for us to be able to watch again later, and you and I
Uh-huh.
can practice at home too.
Yeah.
Well, everything we do in this movie is just going to be variants of all the stuff we're covering today. Yeah, that's it.
I probably would not do shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Just retreat this way. Keep your feet far apart from each other, and the footwork isn't going to matter quite as much on camera as what you're doing up here, because most of it's going to be filmed from here up. So it's not even going to be able to see what your feet are doing, but just keep them apart so that you get movement in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
I did that so wrong.
Swing up, and then back. And then here I come, you come here, follow that with another one, and back. That's like 8 moves, so that's way more than what we're actually going to do. We could just start with the thrust. So here comes the thrust. Sweep up, around. Get that right over your head there, make that look cool. And then back. So here comes the thrust. Sweep. You're going to need to get a little bit closer. So you're still missing me. And then retreat. So here comes the thrust. Sweep it up, down, guard that, attack, and then back. And that's all it's going to be. And then we can like switch the camera angle right about there. Now this will actually probably look good on camera. So here I come. Sweep that up, back, hit, retreat. And again, we're completely out of our measure the whole time we're filming this. One more time. Here it comes. There, 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 and back. A little bit faster. That's it. And we'd shoot that in one shot, and then we'd come up with something else for the next shot. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now for Stephanie, you want a shot at this one?
Yeah.
We'll do the same thrust move that she and I were just doing. So this is what it looks like 2D. So you can see that we are out of range of each other. Okay, so here comes the thrust. Sweep it up, around. And again, we're out of range, so we don't need to worry about it. Sweep up, strike.
Okay.
You want to come this way with it, and then sweep down this way.
Okay.
Up, there, there, and then you follow with that, and then we retreat. Here I come.
Nice.
Now when I do this thrust, I am stepping very dramatically with my foot so that it looks good on camera. I want to lunge at her, even though she's out of my range. I want to lunge at her in a very dramatic motion, because that's what looks good on camera. And then she will counter. And that's it. Again. And actually 2D, that actually probably looked pretty good right there. But when we change it to 3/4, here I come. That's going to look even better, because now the camera can't tell that we're actually out of range of each other. Safety and camera angles. And then we change that angle, and we can actually film this twice in a row. One to showcase me, one to showcase Stephanie. And we can actually film the exact same moves and then blend them together to make it look like a full fight. I've actually got a video of that on my YouTube channel already. Where these guys, this is on the Highlander trick, 2 guys did the same, they had like 8 moves. And they did the 8 moves over and over and over again. And I filmed them from different directions. And then I blended the whole thing together to turn it into like a 40-second fight. And it looked really cool. I thought it did anyway. So from this angle, this is another 3/4 shot. We're going to showcase Stephanie with the exact same move.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
And I'm assuming that that's going to look really good. I know, because I've filmed quite a few of these movies already. So that is basically all you need to know for the sword fighting section. And then of course there's going to be all sorts of different moves. You know, I could, you know, come this way, and you could block it like this, and then try and gain mechanical advantage on me, and I'll come up here and be like, ah, and then you'll raise it up there, and then sweep it down here, and I'll be like, ugh. And then here comes the thrust, and then you'll guard this way, and I mean, we make it up as we go along. And that's what we're going to do for the entirety of this production, because I don't have time to have a workshop and then a shooting session, and then a workshop and then a shooting session. So every time we have a battle in this movie, that's just basically going to be one day of production. We're going to go out there, we're going to come up with something on the fly, we're going to film it, and then that will be it. And then we'll just move on to the next part of the film. That's the quickest and easiest way to make this movie, just based on experience. But that's why we need people out here that are, you know, we need people comfortable with the weapon so that when we do stuff, you already know where the sword needs to move naturally for the next move. That way we can both choreograph something instead of me just doing all of it. So I would come in here like this, you're going to go that way, and then what are you going to do next? So you want to come with an undercut to right here? That's going to be your move?
So like that?
Yeah. So this would be my defense for that. And then I'm going to come over the top, and that's going to be her defense for that. And then you're probably going to want to hit me somewhere over here. So I would come this way, use the mechanical advantage to there. You would counter with mechanical advantage to this side, maybe swipe at the leg, and then I'd step back, and it just goes on and on and on. These swords are fantastic for this sort of thing. There's like no way we can get hurt, which is awesome. Phoenix, do you want to give it one more try?
What?
Do you want to give this one more try
Sure.
before we move on to the next thing? Okay, so you want to keep your feet apart like you're in a battle. Okay? And I'm
look
gonna,
like it's a
I'm gonna come. Now again, this would never be a shot I'd throw in a real sword fight, but it looks good on camera, even though you're telegraphing it from a mile away. But that's good for your partner, because then they know where the shot's coming from, and they can do something about it. React. And then you strike me here, and then I'm going to come this way. And if you really want to get cutesy, you can guard it like this, and then swipe down, and then I'm going to come here, and then maybe you want to strike there, or even like a swing and a miss. That's another thing we need to cover, the swing and the miss. So go ahead and swing from a midsection. I'll jump out of the way like that. That's one thing I forgot to cover, which we should totally cover. So go ahead and do that swing and a miss again. So now that looks... Probably shouldn't use that word.
Probably not.
Yeah, that looks dumb. We'll edit that out. But if you swing here, I'm not even in any danger. So I don't even really need to jump out of the way. I need to sell that. As the guy on defense, I need to sell that move. 2D, that looks dumb. Now if you come over here and do the same thing, then it looks cool. Even though I am in no danger whatsoever, the camera can't see depth. So when she swings at me, and I jump out of the way, it looks good on camera. That's another thing that I did in my last film. I actually used that move in the last movie. But it's all about depth perception and hiding it on camera. So if I swing at you, really jump back and sell that thing. Yeah.
Sell it.
Come
Step forward a little so you don't crash into the shed.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was there.
Okay, so I cannot hit her. If I stand here,
Oh,
you're dodging the shot. So-
sorry. I play fight with my little sister a lot, and she pretends to hit me, and I react like that.
It's the same thing, yeah. See? And that looks good, because the camera can't tell the difference. Come on back. Now if she doesn't jump back at all, nobody's in danger of getting hurt.
That would have hurt really bad.
Yeah, with how hard I'm swinging this thing, yeah. And as the attacker, I really, really want to sell that attack. So I'm going to start with it back here, even though you'd never do this in a real fight. Ready? And that looks cool, which is exactly what we want. So these are the kind of little games and tricks we're going to play to make the choreography look good without anybody getting hurt. I think that's about it for the swords. Punching and kicking is coming next. Oh, one more thing. The Pummel bash.
Ooh.
I used this in my last film as well, and my actor, boy, he sold that on the very first take. It looked fantastic. We actually left that in the film. But, let's see. So I'm going to come this way. Okay. You're going to parry me this way. Okay. You are then going to hit me in the face with the pommel. Now you want to go stop it right about there. Okay. And then I have to sell that you're hitting me with that. So come down this way. Again, very overly dramatic with this shot. You're going to sweep up this way to get it out of the way. Okay. So you're going to sweep it this way and hit me with that pommel. Here I come. That's pretty much it. Okay, and then I'll add a whack in post to, make the sound effect work. And that's how you sell it. Now, from this angle, that probably looked pretty stupid. Now we're going to change the angle to 3/4. This is why I like 3/4 so much, because it just changes the whole dynamic. Now again, she's completely out of range. I cannot hit her. Now, as the guy getting hit, it's my job to sell that. And she needs to make it look like she's really freaking hitting me. That's her job. Swing. And that should be the reaction. Now for you, you want to really turn your shoulders like that and just be like,
Alright.
go ahead and get it.
That was
Yeah, just like, yeah, just really rotate your shoulders and your hips. You're hitting me in the face as hard as you can. Here I come.
That looks cool.
Yeah. And then I just add the sound effect, and that's all there is to it. And you can actually film that from the other angle as well. You can do this with punches too. So on this one, since you're striking me with your right hand, you want to stand there. Because here, it's not going to look good on camera. It's all about angles. So here I come. Again, I cannot hit her. Here I come. Oh! And there you have it. Nice and safe. Looks good on camera. That's exactly what we're after. Do you want to try?
Yes.
So again, we're going to do 2D first. Everybody's safe. I can't hit her. I'm going to come this way. You're going to deflect and hit me that way. You're going to sell that thing like you're just like really freaking pounding my ass. Here I come. And again, you can tell from 2D that there's nothing happening there. But as soon as you change the angle, you're going to shoot it right over Stephanie's back shoulder. I'm going to come this way. Oh. And it looks good. From the other angle. Now, if Stephanie was left-handed, we'd be shooting it like this. You want that pummel to be coming right at the camera so that you can't tell that I'm out of range. Blooper reel! Alright, so here I come again. Out of range.
Sorry.
Until she got into range.
I was spending it. I was spending it.
Put a little more oomph.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, now do you guys want to be on the other end of that?
Yeah.
Try and sell that shot.
So
So you're gonna come at me. You're aiming for my head here. Okay. I'm gonna counter this way. We're gonna snap that head back.
You stumbled. You need to. Oh.
It's all in the head, actually.
Ah, that
Because the
makes
head
more
is the
sense.
part that's getting hit. You got to snap that head back, and then the rest of the body follows.
I need to do it again. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Alright.
But you don't want to back up until I actually
Okay.
hit you, because you're coming at me.
Alright, I'm coming at you and I'm going forward until
Uh-huh.
you hit me.
Yes,
Alright.
you want to step with your right foot this way. Rotate those shoulders. And I'm going to come this way. Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
Now we're going to do that 3/4. This will be good for you guys to watch back too when this is all over. Whoopsie. Okay.
Oopsie daisy.
Uh-huh. Okay, one more time. Shh.
Alright.
There you go. That's what we want. And that looked good, didn't it? Okay. And then, did we do it from the other angle with me in the back?
No.
Okay. Now, since I'm the one delivering the attack, it needs to be in this direction so that the pummel is going straight with the camera. If it's off, it's not going to look quite as good. So, you need to be this way. Okay. Yep, just like that. And that probably looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be the same thing with the punches. There's a little bit more to punching and kicking. I think that's about it with swords. It's really just about keeping the movements and knowing what you're doing and keeping your opponent safe at the same time. But even when you stepped in and whacked me a couple times, it didn't really matter because these swords are awesome.
And that only took half an hour.
Good. Okay. Now, a lot of times you're going to be combining punches and kicks, like especially with Shannon's character, because Shannon is going to be using twin knives. So she's going to be like holding up her knives like this and kicking people, or using her knee, or whatever, and we're going to have to sell that too. So we're going to start with a regular punch in 2D.
Alright.
So this is going to be a regular punch. Obviously, I want to throw a haymaker, basically, that's going to be telegraphed from 3 miles away. But that way, Stephanie has time to prepare and react accordingly. So I'm going to be like, now when I strike her, this is not going to work. So what I want to do is I want to hide my fist from the camera. Go ahead and come this way a little bit. So if I'm going to hit her with my right hand, honestly, it should be from this way. A right-handed punch, you want to hide your fist. And I'm going to hide my fist behind her jaw. So when the camera sees it, my fist is actually following through her face. But you're not going to be able to see that. So instead of keeping distance this way, like we were with the swords, this time we're keeping distance this way. So I'm going to hide that punch behind your face. And then you're going to react the same way you did with the pummel strike. Now this one, the guy throwing the punch has all the pressure because you need to miss by a fairly small amount. But again, it's 2D, so no one can tell. So here I come with my haymaker, and that's how Stephanie's going to take the punch. But you can't have this. This will not work. You need this. Hide your fist behind the chin. That's how you throw a punch. Again. Here I come. Bam! Perfect. And that should look fairly good on camera. Now the other option is, instead of doing, go ahead and stand over there. Instead of doing a 3/4 shot, like we were with the sword, she's going to stand right in front of the camera. Yeah, right about there.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna frickin' punch her lights out. Now on this one, I can swing this way all day long, and it's gonna look good because she is hiding the fact that I'm too far away from her. This is how they do it in the Indiana Jones movies. When Harrison Ford delivers a punch, bam! And that's gonna look good. So here I come, and that's how we deliver the punch. Same thing on the other side. This one actually works from both angles. So I can punch her this way too. Just go ahead and stand still. If I hit her with a back fist, I can just go like this and then just snap your head back. And it looks like I'm hitting her. Because again, the camera can't tell distance. So this one, I can actually throw the haymaker and make it look good. Now you never throw a punch like this in real life, but this is how Harrison Ford throws them in the Indiana Jones movies, for those that pay attention. You just really go, and just throw your whole body into it because that looks good on camera. That's what Hollywood likes. Okay, you want to throw a few at me?
Okay. Hit him!
So let's see, you're right-handed, yes? Okay, so you're going to want to stand over here. You want to hide that fist, yeah, right there. And that's how I take the punch. A little bit closer. That's right there where you want it. Just like so you can rest your knuckles on my chin. And those should look pretty good. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then from the other angle, now you throw the haymaker. And again, it's my job to sell that. I need to throw my head. If you don't throw the head, it looks stupid. We had one take in the Indiana Jones where we go and throw a punch. The guy went like that. Like, didn't even move the head at all. He just kind of went. John, I love you. That's a great outtake from that. No worries. Go ahead and remember just that. Just really. Yeah, that was a good one. And that probably looked pretty good, didn't it? And then from the other side, you do the exact same thing. Just remember, it's not 3/4 in this one. It's almost straight on. Because the closer we are to being straight with the camera, the better the punch looks. Yeah, and she missed me by like that much. And it probably still looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn?
Yeah. I want to pretend.
I don't pretend to hit you, though.
Okay, you're going to take the punch first.
Okay.
So you're going to stand over here because I'm right-handed. Again, if you want to throw it with the left hand, just make sure that whichever hand you're leading with is the one facing the camera so that you can hide that punch behind the chin. If I'm left-handed, there's nowhere for me to hide that punch. And if I put it over here, you don't hit somebody here because you're just going to break your thumb. So that doesn't make any sense. You always want to hide it where the camera can't see it. So here, I hide my right hand here. From the other side, I hide my left hand over here. And that's how we throw punches. Here I come. Again, I'm really going to sell this thing.
Alright.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Remember, this is I'm punching you right in the jaw,
Oh,
so you don't
okay.
you don't want to like move too much this way. You want to move it back
Okay.
this way. There you go. That's a good one.
That was real good.
Yeah. That was good. I'm assuming that looks pretty good on camera, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah. Good job. Okay, now you hit me. And you're right-handed, so we're going to need to switch. Remember, you want to hide it right, like when you put your hand up here, you want your knuckles right there. And then just put your fist pretty much right there when you throw that punch. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, fake hitting.
Yeah. that's all it is. And then the haymaker shot. And those probably look pretty good too, don't
Yeah,
they?
that second one especially was real good.
Face them in the other angle. It's all about selling it. The attacker needs to make it look like they really mean business. And the person getting hit needs to make it look like, yes, they actually did get hit. So it's a combination of both. You can't have one without the other. Both of them have to make the scene look good. Okay, you guys want to do some kicks?
Yeah.
We're probably not going to do a whole lot of kicks in this show. Mostly it's going to be like this to the midsection. This one, it's going to be the same thing. Although in this one, I actually do want to push her a little bit with my foot. But again, I want to hide it on this side of her body, which with whatever foot I kick with, I want to hide it on whichever side the camera ain't pointing. This one I can kick with both feet. I can kick her there, I can kick her there, and it'll look pretty much the same. Now for you, since you're getting hit in the midsection, you gotta sell that some.
Yeah.
So if we're like, that's the short one. So I'm gonna come this way, you're gonna guard up top. Something like that. And we're probably gonna be doing quite a bit of that stuff in this movie. So here I come over the top. Good sell. Good. That looked pretty good, didn't
That
it?
did. That was
Okay.
good. That was a good sell.
Now this one you can actually switch angles without having to worry about it too much. It doesn't matter with which foot I kick her with. I just need to kick her away from the camera. Kick. Okay, those were with my left foot, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the right foot. And again, I'm like not even really touching her hardly at all. The foot is like way over here. Okay, you want to try kicking me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to start with a strike.
That was a
You're
little
going to
hard.
hide that on this side of my body.
Oh.
That's
hard
right.
to reach.
You're striking. There, right there. Right there is where you want it. And then try one with the other foot.
Alright. Oh,
Got
I,
it.
we,
Swing the sword first.
I'm so smart.
Good, that's a good one. One more. Now this one you can also change. This one needs to be the same angle as the haymaker shot. Go ahead and back up just a little bit. This one though, you want to aim straight for me. Just don't actually touch it because of where the angle is. If your foot's off to one side, the camera can see it.
Yeah.
So you want to keep this one straight on. Just stay out of my range. So like aim like literally to my belly. And I'm guessing that one looked pretty good, and she missed me by that much. Try with the other side. Okay, that's all there is to it. And that's also the same thing from the back angle. Again, you want to aim for the center of my stomach. Just a little bit that way. Right about, no, you stay still. Right about there. Okay, same thing. Back this one up. Shit. She missed me by a lot, and that probably looked pretty good on camera still.
Mm-hmm.
Safety, safety. All right, Stephanie, your turn.
Shh, no, oh God.
There goes your glasses.
Okay, so we're going to start over here, and I'm going to kick you first.
Okay.
Here I come. Nope, close.
You're off. You're off.
Okay.
I'm aiming on this one for the left side of your stomach. So I'm just going to come here, and then you just got to sell it. No laughing.
I'm laughing.
I laugh at her.
It just looked a little funny.
You got to sell that thing.
Roll it back.
Yeah. Throw your butt.
Sound like a businessman.
Yeah. You got to throw your butt out there to make it look like you got hit in the gut. There you go. That's a good one.
Lukewarm lemonade.
Get one more.
That looks cool even from here.
Uh-huh. Well, that's because you're at the 3/4 mark. Okay, your turn. You kick me.
Alright.
You're aiming right for this area.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, my brain was like,
Yeah,
wait,
over the
wait,
top.
wait, wait.
Over the top.
Alright.
A little bit closer.
Alright.
You can miss over here all you want, but the distance between your foot and my stomach, you gotta hide it like over the punch.
Come on, pull your crop top down a bit.
Oh, thank you.
You just get more views on YouTube that way.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Alright. Wait. Alright.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, now this thing. So I need to be over here just a tad, and then you come, and then this time you're aiming straight for my belly button.
10 out of 10. That looked good.
That's a good one.
Hazard, bro.
Wait, one more. Okay, then change sides. Flip it that way, right about there. And then again, you're aiming right for this section.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah.
Step too far forward. Alright. Yeah.
And one more. All right, good.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're going to combine those two. I don't know if we're actually going to use this in the film or not, but this will be a good exercise. We're going to do like a three punch combo. One hit there. One hit there. Well, no, we probably better do a gut shot. I did this in the Indiana Jones film, so come over here. One punch there. One punch here to the gut. And then when she bends over, I'm going to follow that with a haymaker, and she's going to fall over.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be a little bit more complicated because we have to hide every single one of those. So the first punch, I'm going to hide behind her jaw like I did before. The second punch is going to be with the left hand, and I need to hide that behind Stephanie's body so that the camera can't see it. Then when she doubles over, I'm going to turn towards the camera so that, again, it can't see that I'm not hitting her. Come on over here. I think this is pretty much straight on. So punch number one right there. Punch number two. she bends over. I step this way, and again, very dramatically, and then she takes a tumble.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, since you're getting hit on this side of the face, you're going to want to fall this way. So as you fall, she's going to be bent over this way. I just hit her here. She's going to fall like that.
Good to know that's a complete fault. I don't want to overdo that. Sacrifice yourself for.
Yeah, and you want to be careful when you fall. As you fall, you want your shoulder to hit the ground first. Can that thing see the ground?
Yeah.
So as you fall, you obviously don't want to fall face first into the ground. That's going to cause injuries. So when you fall, you want your shoulder to hit the ground first, and then you roll out of it. So if I'm getting hit this way, my chin needs to move in this direction. So I fall like that. So a little bit faster. And then you just roll over. If you don't roll over, you can get all sorts of scrapes on your arms, on your face, all that stuff. So falling is very important. Another one we did in the Indiana Jones movie, when I punched John, he was down on his knees when I punched him because he just got hit in the back by somebody else. So I turned around and hit him with a haymaker in the face, this way, over. But falling, you got to sell that fall. Now most of the falls are going to be off camera, but the first part of the fall will be. So like if I'm down here, this is like all that's going to be on camera, this part and up. So as I fall, I'm going to be falling off screen. So then, if I safely roll on the ground, it doesn't matter because the camera can't see it. Safety first. Okay, ready? Okay, so punch number one, right there. Punch number two. You got to stay close because I got to hide it behind your body on this one. So punch there, punch here, step this way, and there it is.
You're covered in grass.
Huh?
You are covered in grass.
Wow.
Like your entire body.
Mine isn't?
No?
Oh.
Oh, there's your back.
Yeah, no, I was watching his back and I was like, every handful's to go like dust you off, and I was like, he's just gonna get more on him.
Oh yeah. Okay, one more time. Now remember, we're not being safe this way with distance. We're being safe this way, front and back to the camera.
Gotta be close and intimate with
I
it.
can't punch her like this, because that's going to look stupid. I have to punch her this way, hide my punch here, and then when I step, hide the final punch with my body. 1, 2, 3. And then at that point, she's off screen.
Alright. You said we were getting dirty.
Yep, I did, and I meant it.
Getting down and dirty.
1, 2, 3.
I twirled a little too much there.
Yeah, but it won't matter because that'll be off screen.
Okay.
As soon as I punch you this way and your head goes down, you're off camera.
Okay.
So then it doesn't really matter how you fall.
Alright.
One more. 1, 2, 3.
That looked good.
Cool.
Okay, your turn to punch me. Okay, you're right-handed, so we're going to be this way. So the first punch is going to be right here. Second punch with your left hand is going to be here, hide it behind my body. So when you come in this way, right there, yep, is where it wants to be so that my body covers where your hand is. So then all I got to do is react. Then you step this way and frickin' sell that final, yes, frickin' haymaker. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Please do not impale yourself on this one, that nail sticking up there, and my heart was like,
Suddenly it's a horror movie.
A little bit closer so I got more room to fall that way.
yeah. I was
Did that look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, one more.
Did you know that fish eyes have drinkable water content in them?
Random fact for the day.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It just came to mind.
I will think about that while I,
Crap out of me.
alright.
Get close and intimate there.
Whew.
Okay.
You ready to roll around on the ground a little bit, Mia?
Yeah. I didn't throw myself on the concrete floor for nothing in theater.
No.
Oh, before we move on, obviously there's a bunch of variations you can do with that. Instead of like throwing the haymaker, you could use your knee. Or kick them. Or, you know, hit them with an uppercut and knock them over backwards. All sorts of different things you can do. The important thing is use the correct camera angle and the correct distance for safety. So like, if Phoenix is bent over after I punch her in the gut, and I want to hit her with a massive uppercut, again, I'm going to use her face to hide my fist. So I would come in this way and hit her this way, and I would be punching basically behind her. So let's turn it this way. Okay, so shot number one would be right here. When I punch her, I'm punching, don't even react. I'm punching this way with my fist. So I'm not even touching her. But if you do that from this angle, punch number one, punch number two, and if you react, he looks good.
Hi, kitty!
Jesus.
The window behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, Marie's watching us?
Yeah. She's been.
Okay, so you want to fall first, or you want me to fall first?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll go first. A little bit closer to the camera this way. Okay, so punch number one, I'm going to hide that punch behind her jaw. She reacts. I step into the next one and I hit her on her right side so that my fist is hidden. Okay? She bends over. I step this way, follow with the haymaker, and down she goes.
And down I go.
Now again, go ahead and bend over that way again. If I don't want to hit her with the haymaker, I can hit her with a knee. And again, my body is hiding the camera. So I can hit her this way. Go ahead and bend over again. Back over where you were. So I can hit her this way and just have her snap her head over backwards. And it'll look good on camera. Even though from this angle, I am missing her by this much. But you can't tell. It's all about hiding what you're doing. So if I come over here, bam! And that looks good. You just gotta hide the fact that you're not hitting. That's all this is. Okay, one more. Punch there. Punch here. Bam! That fall over.
Send it.
Or are you not falling over because you gotta...
I didn't know you wanted me to fall over
Okay,
just
yeah.
yet.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You gotta snap that head on that third punch.
Sorry.
One, two, three.
I didn't snap my head.
Snap it.
There's a lot of coaches over there.
Let's move this way a little bit more. Alright. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Good one.
Ooh.
That hit my shin.
That's why you roll. Further this way. going. 1, 2, 3.
That was a little slow. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I can speed it up in post, so it won't matter.
And we'll practice.
Okay, so you go ahead and hit me now.
Yay!
So, if I have time.
Hide the punch.
Okay.
I need it.
Wait, it's this hand, right? Is it either
No,
or?
it's...
Because we're on this side.
Right, we need to switch sides. Okay, that's why it was messed up. Okay, so you're going to hide it here. You're going to hide it here. And step in front of the camera and hide it I might even add some sound effects into this video just so you can see like the full effect of how it works.
It's staying.
Yeah, that's when you can get into like kicking them in the gut and stuff. So that's another one we could do. So if you're lying on the ground right there, does she show on camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can come up and be like, "Ugh." Yeah. "Ugh. Ugh." And again, her body is hiding the fact that I'm not actually kicking her. And I can do that from the other angle too. Go ahead and roll over. And it should look good, even though I'm missing her by a considerable amount. Now, everything else is just variants of what we just covered. The key is when you're fighting hand to hand, you need to hide whatever it is you're striking with, so that the camera can't tell that there's distance in there. With the swords, it's more about angles to you, so that you can hide the fact that you're missing each other by a considerable margin. And I think that's all there is to it. Does anybody have any questions?
Nope.
I think I covered just about everything. Are you guys feeling pretty comfortable with
Yeah,
what
it's a
we're
good
gonna be doing
foundation to
moving
start
forward?
with. I really want to practice at home a bunch, but I want to be able to full send it when it's time.
Well, I mean, since you guys live together, that'll be...
Child abuse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shh. And I'm going to have to edit that out.
They'll understand it.
All right, we good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.